Morning. It's Friday. It's Friday. Oh my God. TGIF. Okay, so I just got back from dropping the kids off to school. Everybody was on time today. Thank God. I went to Jack's and got me breakfast, and now I have about an hour and a half before I have to be to work. So I'm gonna sit down. I've got Christmas presents in this bag, Christmas presents in this box, wrapping paper. So I'm going to wrap some presents, watch an episode or the episode of The Vampire Diaries that came on yesterday because I'm in love with that show. And I'm going to okay, I don't have an hour and a half. I have an hour and 5 minutes before. Oh, no, come on, microwave, act right. Before I have to be into work. So I just rewarmed my coffee because I let it get cold before I even put it in my Mr. Coffee mug. Oh Lord, hopefully I can pour this because I'm making a mess. And I made a mess. Okay, so just clean that up really quickly. And then I got a package in the mail from Cream of Nature because I won a giveaway. I had to explain why I love my relaxed hair. So I wrote like a really short little essay about why I love me and my daughter's relaxed hair, and we happened to win the giveaway. So I'm excited to unbox that and see all those products. I'm gonna probably end up doing a review on it from my perspective. I know there's probably 50 million reviews on the Straight from Eden products by Cream of Nature, but they didn't put my spin on it. So I'm really gonna test it out. And I probably need to go ahead and update. I made a mess on my channel. My second month, which is about to literally be the third month in the castor oil challenge. Is this warm? I hope so. If not, I'm gonna drink it like this anyways. I hate room temperature coffee. I like it to be warm. I like it to be iced. So let me go ahead and do that. Sit down, watch this episode. Like I said, I love anything vampires and werewolf. So, you know, I was already a true diehard Twilight fan. I watched the originals too. That kitchen rack really, really stinks. So I need to probably wash that. Okay, guys, I'm rambling. Let me get started on this, and I will check in with you guys later. Okay, guys. I'm out paying some bills and running some errands. I just got off of work. So I decided, since I'm going to be in the car for just a little bit before I pick up my mom and the other kids, that I would do like a mini rant. I am not an apartment person. My family is not an apartment family. Number one, I kind of like my privacy and my space. Number two, I don't like being able to hear my neighbors next to me or above me, and I don't like the thought of my neighbors being able to hear me. I also don't like the thought of like us having to censor ourselves and kind of be quieter. Like, we're a rambunctious family. We're kind of loud. There is 5 kids that live with me, and 2 will be here in 3 weeks. So we like to like turn our music up when we clean and dance around and play and all that jazz. And I feel like when you live in an apartment building, you can't do all of that because you have to be mindful and respectful of your neighbors. Also, living in an apartment building and working from home is not the ideal situation either, because I can't control the amount of noise that my neighbors make. And me being a customer service, my background cannot reflect that I'm in a home setting. So it just, and then we've got some new neighbors that moved in today. I haven't seen them or met them. I've only heard them, and they are extremely loud, like super loud. And mind you, it could be that they're moving in, so they've got help and all that extra foot traffic. I will give them that. But I'm hoping that they're not as loud as they've been today, because I can't do that, and I can't lose my job because someone is noisy or too noisy. When I first moved into these apartments, landlord was like, you can't hear anything. There's 2 feet of concrete in between each apartment, so it's basically noise proof. He lied to me. It's a 2 feet of paper, not concrete. My neighbors that used to live upstairs that are moving, I could hear them when they ran their bath water, when they flushed the toilet, when his phone, every time his cell phone rang, I can hear it. I can hear his entire conversation. I could hear what TV shows he was playing. I could hear when I just could hear everything. Like if he dropped a cup in his kitchen, I could hear it. Like the walls are paper thin. I downgraded my living situation because I needed to save money because I'm wanting to be a homeowner in 2 years. And I couldn't pay off some of the debts and things on my credit living in the house that I was living in. It was really big, so it cost a lot to heat and cool, and it just wasn't in the budget. So I downgraded on a lot of stuff for 2 years. I mean, I talked it over with the kids. I let them know, like, things are going to be tight for 2 years, only so things can get better. And they understand it, and they like living in more cozier situations, which is what I call our current living situation. They like living in cozier, like close-knit, because we don't spend too much time off in our rooms anyways, except to sleep or homework. Some kids on timeout, if so, some kid just wants to be by himself for a little bit. Most of the time we're all in the living room, the dining room, or the kitchen together. So the situation is not uncomfortable at all. It's just cozy because it's tight and it's smaller than what we're used to. We downgrade a lot. Our house before was 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. Anyways, I think I'm gonna have to scale back in other areas of my life and move back into a house because I just can't do apartment living. I haven't lived in an apartment in, oh my God, years. Like, I'm not going to say that I'm antisocial all the way. I have a little bit of antisocial tendencies. I am kind of like a hermit. I will admit that. I like to stay to myself. I like to be in my house. I'm a homebody. It's more so that I'm kind of shy. Believe it or not, I like to talk, and I talk a lot when I'm around people that I know, but I get uncomfortable in social situations, especially when I'm around a lot of people that I don't know. I tend to get really quiet, reserved, shy. I have always been awkward, so that never really bothered me. You just never know what's going to come out of my mouth, and it's really bad. It's really bad when I get nervous. So I just like being at home in my own little shell, as I call it, because I am kind of like a hermit. I work from home. If I could get someone to deliver my groceries for me, I literally would not leave my house. And that's, I guess, a good and a bad thing. I don't know. It's just bad. So I'm not saying that I don't like neighbors because I have to speak to them, but I speak, I say hey and, goodbye, good evening, how are you doing? I don't want to carry on prolonged conversations because I kind of have antisocial, shy tendencies. When I get to know you, I am the silliest, the most goofiest person that you have ever met. Seriously. And then I have a dry sense of humor, and I'm very sarcastic, and not a lot of people get that. They get so offended by my sarcastic nature and my dry sense of humor, like really, really offended. And they don't know that I'm not serious. It's just the way that I am. It's like my demeanor. I don't know. I'm just awkward. And you would think I would have better social skills being almost 33 years old, but it's just the skill that I wasn't really trying to develop growing up, because when I was growing up, I didn't hang around a lot of people. I had a small social circle, and I kept to those very few people. I didn't stray out of that social circle too often. I didn't really branch out, like go to parties, and I'm not the life of the party. You will not catch me being the center of attention. I am not trying to draw no attention to me. I am happy being a wallflower. I will deflect that attention so quick. It's just me. And then I have kids that are so outgoing. My oldest son is so goofy, so outgoing, and the kids at his school love him. That was not me. I had 3 friends that I was like close to growing up, and I was fine with that. I don't ever remember having like 10 girlfriends that I was like, oh. I had a slumber party, and I think maybe 5 or 6 girls came when I was in middle school. I think maybe 8th grade. I have gotten off topic about living in an apartment to being socially awkward, guys. People would probably say that I need adult interaction if I can ramble and bounce from subjects. And that's another thing. People can't keep up with my conversation. Literally, in a 5-minute conversation with me, you could possibly talk about 10 different topics. Literally 10 different topics. I'll start with one thought, and then by the end of my thought train process, I started with thinking about grocery shopping, and then 10 minutes later, I'm thinking about aliens or something. That's just how off the wall my brain processes things. Like, I literally, thoughts just bounce back, and I do not control how I speak. Like, if it comes to mind, I'm going to say it. So I could possibly be in the middle of a sentence teaching you how, or telling you how I make lasagna, and then mid-sentence, I'm like, oh my God, let me tell you about this thing I saw on the TV show, or oh my God, did you watch this? My thought train is not coherent. So it takes a really special person and a patient person to carry on a conversation with me and understand. I don't know, guys. I just rambled. So let me go pick up my mom and the kids and run her to the store because my mom doesn't drive. So list, go grocery shopping, and then I'm going to do a grocery haul at the end of the video as well. So I'm gonna have been planning that out and how I'm gonna do all of that. So I'm gonna get started cleaning up this living room a little bit because I don't like when my house is like this. I mean, the rest of my house can be junky, but I like for my living room, my dining room, my kitchen, and my bathroom to always be put together. And it's gotten worse and worse and worse and worse for the last couple of weeks. What?